Okay, this video follows on from my previous video where I compared the recording quality of the Zoom H4N to the recording quality of the Canon 550D with AGC turned off, with the input being taken via the Zoom H4N, so effectively using the Zoom H4N as an XLR front end. Now, I explained in that video that I was connecting the output from the Zoom H4N to the Canon 550D via a pink noise minus 26 dB pad mini jack to mini jack cable, because when AGC was in, it tended to, the output of the Zoom H4N was too hot for the input of the 550. Now that may well still be the case, because obviously you can't really change the analog front end circuitry itself whether you've got Magic Lantern installed or not. But I thought it might be interesting just to try a standard mini jack to mini jack cable. You can buy these from the likes of CPC for pence, compared with, you know, £30 I think I paid roughly for my pad cable. So what I've done this time, noticing on my audio meters on the Magic Lantern that they were really peaking, even with the analog gain set to just 20 dB on the Magic Lantern, what I've done now is I've turned the analog gain on the camera via the Magic Lantern menu right down to 0 dB. So no gain is being added by the camera itself. And that is with these settings. So I've got exactly the same as in my previous video. I've got the gain, I've got a Rode NT1 studio mic just down here, about 18 inches from my mouth. That's going to the Zoom H4N. The gain on the Zoom H4N is set to 80. The output level on the Zoom H4N is set to maximum. Now in this case that might be too much, so I might have to turn that down, but we shall see. So currently listening to maximum output level on the Zoom H4N via a standard mini jack cable with the analog gain on Magic Lantern set to 0 dB. And I can see that that's giving me a very, very hot signal. I'm probably peaking as close as I would want to be. Just for demonstration purposes, I'm now going to keep everything the same. I'm just going to go into the Magic Lantern menu and I'm going to change the audio analog gain from 0 to 10. We're now at 10 dB. I think that's going to be peaking already. We're now at 17 dB, 17 dB, 20 dB, 20 dB, 23 dB, 26 dB, 29 dB, and 32 dB, and imagine that sounds awful. So we'll come back down to 0. Okay, so hopefully that's proved to be a useful demonstration. I think what I might now do is turn the output level down on the Zoom to 50. So bear with me. So I'm just going to turn the output level of the Zoom H4N from 100 down to 50. So that's with my output level on the Zoom H4N down to 50. Now that looks fairly weak on the audio meters. So let's now see what it sounds like if we turn the analog gain up to 20. That's now 20, 23, 26, 29, 32, back to 0. So I would say, from a look at the meters, now that I've turned the output level down, on the Zoom to 50, I've returned the analog gain on Magic Lantern to plus 20. So see which you prefer. But I haven't actually heard this yet. I'm only looking at the meters, so I might be saturating the input stage regardless of what the metering's doing. But in terms of the metering, it looks like a really decent level. So hopefully it will turn out that way. Okay, see you later. Thank you.